Category respecting nature and environment. Subcategory aquatic life. Main points of focus. The evolution of aquatic life over the decades, the danger posed on this particular ecosystem due to the global warming and other factors. Steps that need to be taken to save water and the lives depend on it. Hello viewer, we all know Earth is a piece of divine creation with magical creations residing in it. Out of the four main spheres, namely lithosphere, atmosphere, biosphere, and hydrosphere, the most interesting is the last one. Today we are here to talk about the diversity of aquatic life and its evolution over the centuries. The discovery of water on Earth dates back to 3.8 billion years ago approximately. Around 530 million years ago, there is an evidence that centipede-like animals began to explore the world above water. Fishes evolved from the ancestral vertebrates in the sea, and about 30 million years ago, these prehistorical fishes crawled out of the water and began the evolutionary lineage we sit atop today. It was a small step for the fish, but a giant leap for the mankind. All lives need water. Because of this, it is of no surprise that life on Earth began in the depths of primordial oceans about billion of years ago. Prokaryotic microbes eventually evolved into multicellular complex forms, some of which could harness the power of sun for their survival and evolution. Today, water from rivers and wetlands and seas is the home to many animals and countless more depend on it. Innumerable vertebrates and invertebrates lives in water for most of their lifetimes. Many insects such as mosquitoes, mayflies, dragonflies, etc. have aquatic larvae. Aquatic animals may breathe in air or extract oxygen dissolved in water through gills. It also consists of zooplankton, aquatic plants, insects, fish, birds, mammals, and others. Despite the fact the water consists of 75% of the Earth's surface and is home to numerous varieties of species, we have taken water and the lives breathing under it for granted. It all comes down to the question, do we really care? Whereas the marine life gets our attention for different reasons, the fact remains that consistent increase in population levels has degraded water bodies across the world to levels of irreparable damage. Let us have a look at some of the threats that imposed on marine life are ocean dumping. Dumping of waste material from industries, ships, and sewage plants into the ocean has polluted the marine ecosystem to a great extent. Around two-thirds of the marine lives have been under threat from the chemicals we use on a daily basis, including household cleaning. Land runoff. Surface runoff from both agricultural lands and areas carrying soil and particles mixed with carbon, phosphorus, nitrogen, and minerals posing threat to the marine life in alarming scale. Ocean acidification. It is the continuing decrease of salt water pH caused by the absorption of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It has the power to gently endanger the life of marine organisms and also humans who consume those organisms. Sea water level rising. According to the report, the annual rate of sea water rise in the past 2 decades have been 0.13 inches a year, which is twice the average of speed of rising as compared to the last 80 years. Oil spills. This has to be the biggest cause of marine pollution. The oil spill destroys the insulating ability of several marine species, exposing them to life-threat risks. For centuries, humans have altered the water bodies to grow food, produce energy, and protect against flooding. These activities have been the central for the many countries' economic development but have also alarming harm for the water quality and the natural habitats of fishes and other water life. It is our duty to compensate for the harm we do it. This is how we can take necessary actions. We can reduce the climate change on oceans by leaving the car at home when you can and be conscious of our energy use at home and work. When shopping or dining out, help reduce the demand of overexploited species by choosing seafood that is both healthy and sustainable. Carry a reusable water bottle. Store food in non-disposable containers. Bring your own cloth bag when shopping. Recycle whenever possible. Practice responsible boating, kayaking, and other recreational activities on the water. We should be aware of the marine life around us. Many institutes and organizations are fighting to protect ocean habitat and marine wildlife. Especially if you live near the coast, join up with a local branch or group that get involved in projects close to home. Some of the organizations are listed below. Ocean Conservancy is a leading advocacy group working for the protection of special marine habitats, the restoration of sustainable fisheries, and most importantly for reducing the human impact on ocean ecosystem. Take 3. A Clean Beach Initiative is an Australian-based non-profit organization focusing on the reduction plastic population in the oceans and beaches. Greenpeace. The Greenpeace organization is the most successful organization working in the areas of oceans and towards several issues pertaining to the marine environment. Natural Resource Defense Council. New York City-based Natural Resource Defense Council is a non-profit international environmental advocacy group works to protect the oceans from pollution and exploitation. The water bodies along with the world under it has always been useful to us humans until being provoked to act otherwise. It is enough dangerous a walking call for us to realize that the time is left to save us and the water is left and the work is a lot. Before wasting more of it, we should act at once, taking initiative to save the world from horrendous disasters.